How is it going? Everyone, I am doing a quick video here because this is making the rounds quite a lot over the last hour. I feel like this is the best way to gauge whether or not PSN is down. It is, in fact, down. As I'm recording this video, PlayStation Network has crashed, seemingly worldwide. PlayStation Network outages reported in the last 24 hours. This is via Down Detector. As I'm recording this video, it is 10 p.m. Eastern. There have been instances of PlayStation Network going down for the last hour and a half or so. PlayStation social media, I feel like, is so terrible of keeping people up to date with the ongoings of PlayStation. I know that the instance earlier today was because of an error. It was a bug. But why do hours go by with no communication from PlayStation directly? I am just absolutely bewildered by this. This is something that should absolutely be at least the line of communication should be a lot better than it is. It should be a one you send out a tweet, be like, hey, PlayStation Network is down, so on and so forth. As I'm recording this video, last I checked, there wasn't a tweet. If there is, my apologies. But I feel like PlayStation can just generally do a better job of keeping people in the loop. Hopefully this isn't a case like the 2011 PlayStation Network outage like that, guys. I was probably 13, no, 14, 15 years old when that went down. That was one of the craziest times, honestly, in the moment in 2011. It was so crazy. But I remember that time with so much nostalgia, like that was more of an earlier day, a more romanticized period of online gaming to me and the internet, and just looking into video games, the podcasting world was still very much in its infancy. Shout out to Podcast Beyond That was the podcast I was listening to back in the day, IGN's old PlayStation podcast when PSN went down in 2011. Unfortunately, some drama happened with the Beyond guys, but nevertheless, like the good days. I mean, PSN going down was great, but you get the idea. PSN is down. If you guys are experiencing this, don't worry in thinking that this is an isolated issue for you. It is not. It seems like everybody is experiencing it. And it's like some of the top posts on social media as far as PSN being down. I would have done this video earlier had I noticed I've been doing things around my apartment over the last hour and a half, 2 hours, and I wasn't even really gaming or had my wits about me as far as looking into all the gaming-related news. But this is something I just wanted to pop on quick and let you guys know that this is happening by the time you guys are watching this video. Hopefully it has been remedied. I highly doubt it's going to be an instance of the disaster scenario that was back in the day of 2011. But it's still, it's been an hour and a half since these reports started coming in. You guys can see the peak happened at around 8:38:15 to 8:30. So you're talking about an hour and a half as I'm recording this video. That's a significant amount of time. It's not a month, but it's still a significant amount of time. All things considered for PSN to be down. You usually don't see stuff like this for this lengthy period of a time, unless it's scheduled maintenance. And even then, scheduled maintenance usually doesn't happen at peak gaming hours, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time is peak gaming hours 10 p.m. Eastern still. Peak gaming times like this is something that's usually scheduled for 4 a.m. Eastern 3 a.m. Eastern, if you do want to do scheduled maintenance, but in this case, it does seem to just be a server outage, so hopefully it is remedied in the very near future, and hopefully it doesn't go. You guys can still play all your offline games. This is why offline gaming, I'm telling you guys, the digital-only world. The offline gaming still gets some W's.